1,000 gallons of it. Now, how many of you would like to be our brave volunteer that sits in our chair today? Now, one of the games you know goes, how many of you would like to put something in your party in that chair today?
Yeah.
That's what I mean. Well, guys, come back on a later date or later on today. See if we're back up for our real shows. Just ask one of us if you can be part of it, and we'll get you under the scene. Haley, how are we on time right now? Good? Alright guys, remember I told you to keep in mind what order those effects were at? Because here's the part where we're going to see how much you remember. Now, what was our first effect today? Water cannons, exactly. And that second effect? Bullet hits. Now the third one's a little tricky, so one you have to keep your ear out for. Sound effects, great job. Alright, so everybody knows that our fourth and final effect is fire. I'm going to count from 3 to 1. We need to let shuttles all the way down to the end know that you're on your way. Alright, so I need you guys to shout fire as loud as you can. Now, 3, 2, 1. Fire! Alright, great job guys. And that concludes the first one.
Get more people in. Yeah, no, okay. No, there's only 3 now.
We are entering the zone we call the Boneyard. It's an outdoor storage area for oversized props.
I don't think I was meant to play.
I don't think we came on this last time, did we?
We did.
Alex, I heard that Christmas Carol's a good film. You see that for Christmas.
I'm surprised they made another Christmas Carol. How many versions of that have been made? A lot.
But this one's a twist to it about he's good and gives out lots of money at the beginning, but then turns evil. That'd be good with Jim Carrey in there, shouldn't it?
So is it going to pictures or just out on DVD then?
Disney Studios in Burbank, California.
Like the cinema will.
We included sound stages, recording studios, high-tech editing rooms, all the tools needed to create movies, TV shows, and radio broadcasts. We've even got our very own water tower too. It's up ahead, high in the sky on the left side of our shuttle. We call it the Earful Tower. It's inspired by the water tower Walt Disney had built for his Burbank studio in 1939. Our Florida tower stands a lucky 13 stories high, and we added our own creative touch, a giant set of Mickey Mouse ears. If you wanted to wear those ears, you'd have to have a hat size of 342 and 3/8. Up ahead, after the next bend in the road, you'll have a perfect opportunity to take a picture of this famous icon. In the world of entertainment, every project starts with a screenplay and a lot of creative ideas. A production studio is where the ideas of writers, producers, and directors are transformed into an on-screen reality. Within these huge spaces, filmmakers can literally create their own worlds. Our Florida sound stages are soundproof, weatherproof, and most importantly, air-conditioned. All vitally important for the cast, crew, and equipment. Many of the crafts needed for filmmaking are located right here on the lot. On the left, we have our own greens department. It grows flowers, trees, shrubs, and topiaries. A few well-placed plants can cover up empty spots in the set and add a touch of natural beauty to a scene. On the right are 2 of the aircraft from the 2001 blockbuster hit Pearl Harbor. These exact full-scale replicas of P-40 fighters were used in the special effect fight sequences. Of course, many of the planes you saw flying through the aerial battles or sitting on the ground weren't real at all. They were created entirely within a computer. Oh, keep your cameras focused to the right. We're coming up on that perfect angle of the Earful Tower I told you about. It's a true masterpiece. We're entering one of our most glamorous and colorful departments, creative costuming. Every star has to have just the right wardrobe, and it all begins here with a designer's sketch. Our team of designers, seamstresses, and tailors can turn 1.5 million yards of fabric into over 25,000 costumes every year. Many of these costumes will become part of the shows and attractions of the Walt Disney World Resort. In fact, here in Florida, we have the largest working wardrobe department in the world. Why, Mickey Mouse alone has over 175 different outfits to choose from, while Minnie Mouse keeps more than 200 unique costumes in her wardrobe. On the left are costumes worn by the stars in recent studio productions. You'll probably recognize some of these costumes from the big screen. Every story needs a setting, and our design staff can create just about any place a script calls for, from an urban city street to a remote desert canyon. On the left is our scenic shop, where large-scale sets and props are built. Our team of set designers, carpenters, artists, and engineers has created caves and caverns, game show sets, even replicas of the U.S. Supreme Court and NASA's Mission Control, all on our sound stages. The shop also provides sets and props for our shows and parades here at Walt Disney World. The same skill and craftsmanship that goes into a movie set can also be used to create magic for our parks. Either way, it's all about making dreams come true. We are entering a zone we call the Boneyard. It's an outdoor storage area for oversized props and vehicles. Cars, trucks, boats, planes. We often save these props in case we need them for future productions. In this backlot collection, you'll typically find real working vehicles, non-working mock-ups, and even large-scale miniatures used in special effects shots. For example, that jet plane is from the 2005 action thriller Flight Plan. Large-scale models such as this one create a more convincing illusion on camera. To add to the illusion, the team even placed small cutouts of passengers in the windows. We are now passing by the sets of our Lights, Motors, Action Extreme stunt show. On the left, you may catch a glimpse of the Mediterranean fishing village that sets the stage for this thrilling attraction. We'll get a closer look at it soon, but for now, we're approaching one of the largest standing sets on our backlot. It's over on the right. It may not look like much from this angle, but it's pretty spectacular on the other side. This is great, folks. The production crew has just given us clearance to enter the set.